Well, hey folks, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing really good. Well, we got some fret wire that come in today for this acoustic we've been restoring. I've got the slots all prepped, so I'm using some white glue here that's pretty much like tight bond. And I'm just going to do a few frets ahead. And I've already tried one just to make sure it would fit. And I just dropped 4 pieces of fret wire on the floor. So you want to make sure this stuff's all clean and good to go. And it's good to test one just to make sure it fits right and go from there. So here we go. And that looks like it's seating pretty good there. I'm going to get my cloth here and get that ready. Okay, so this is something I have run into on Japanese-made guitars. The fret slots are really narrow. I don't know what they were using for fret wire, but it's quite narrow and shallow, the slots themselves. So something to bear in mind. You might have to widen this or order fret wire accordingly. In this particular case, I actually widened the slots out a little bit. And that way the fret wire, I don't want it to just fall in there, but you don't want it too tight because you can compress the fretboard and bow it, and then you can't get the back bow out with a truss rope. So it's got to fit right. It can't be too tight and it can't be too loose. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to wipe that off and just see what that looks like. I got to get a little bit of water on my cloth, folks. I got some in a spray bottle right here. It'll work just fine. Okay, so again, I just want to kind of clean the glue as I go. It's not a huge deal, but it's just good practice to get it out of there, and it'll just save you more time in the end. The other reason is this. You want to be able to see under the fret wire and make sure that you're getting it seated down good. Okay, things are looking pretty good here. I don't see no gaps or anything. So we will continue on and install some more here. Okay, you want to make sure your slots are good and clean too before you add your glue in. It's another good practice. You want the glue to stick to something, not sawdust, right? Okay, I'm happy with that. No worries yet. Wet my cloth down just a little bit more. I don't know if you guys have been following along, but this guitar belonged to a really good friend of mine who was passed away. This just fell out, by the way. That goes to the up under the block, which doesn't surprise me. I was just going to get to that. If you guys have been following along, I have replaced every brace in this guitar. They had either fallen out or they were just loose and ready to fall out. So I've been working on this for quite a while, about a week or so, and but now we're getting to the point where it's almost ready to be back in service, and once it's all done, the work really doesn't matter anymore. Like I said, this belonged to a really good friend of mine. He left us a few years ago, unfortunately, and this guitar is Going to be used and played by his daughter, which I think is really special, and I'm very, very honored to even work on this for sure. It's been kind of bittersweet, but it's all good at the end of the day, folks. Here we go. All right. Well, they're going in pretty good here. No complaints. Just a little bit of glue, but they look good. They're seating down in there really nice, guys. I am happy so far. So we'll get this piece glued back into. It's just part of the process. I'm glad it came out right now, and we can deal with it right now. I'm getting my fret wire from Bitterroot Guitar Company. Guys out of Michigan. I don't know these people, but they've treated me very well, and I've bought quite a bit of fret wire from them here in the past year or so. They really ship my stuff out quick, and it's always the right product every time. So I recommend them. They're on eBay. The guy does have a store too, I'm pretty sure, and not on eBay. He does sell on eBay. It's usually where I purchased mine from, but he does have an online store too as well. I have yet to really order anything from there yet. I've just been so busy. I usually just do a repeat order on eBay and get the same fret wire from the same guy. So there we go. If you want to order some, it's a good place. Yeah, these are really going in nice. I'm happy about that. Again, if you guys want to check out some fret jobs, I've done quite a few and documented quite a few. You can go in my playlist on my channel, and they're under fret jobs conveniently. Okay, that looks okay. I just got to keep checking these as I go and make sure that they are seating down in there good. I don't want to have to pull these back out, but sometimes that can happen too. I've been there as well. So come on, glue. The glue's running pretty slow here. Like I said, I'm just trying to use the rest of this up before it goes completely bad, and you know, try to get what I can out of it. It does work good. I've had really good luck using this stuff. So again, it was to repair some foam around some studio monitors, and I repaired those, and had this left over, so might as well use it. It's really good stuff. It dries clear, and gives you a little bit of work time here, which is nice. You know, it's not like using super glue, which you can. You can use CA glue on this, and I've used it before myself. I usually try to use CA glue, you know, capillary action, super glue for mostly for putting frets, you know, frets that have lifted, I'll press them down and then use CA glue for that. That works quite well. It really goes into the cracks, you know, like it says, capillary action. But I've used fish glue and tight bond. As I said before, you can do this with super glue if you choose to. Won't hurt a thing. But like I said, I prefer something with a little bit of work time in case the fret doesn't seat in the slot. Maybe the slot wasn't cut deep enough. And it just gives me a little bit of time to make a correction if needed, and pull the fret out, you know, pull the wire out, and kind of change the slot if necessary. Okay, so that one went in good. You can almost kind of feel them bottom out anyway, which, you do this stuff long enough, you will kind of get a feel for it. I don't do this every day, but I definitely do quite a bit of this, you know. I'm trying to think how many fret jobs I did in the past, say 6 or 8 months. I've probably done, gosh, I don't know, 15 or 20. I really don't know. Maybe not that many. I did do some that I wasn't filming too, of course, before I was doing YouTube, but yeah. You can kind of see some squeeze out too when you drive these home, which is something just to kind of pay attention to, and try to make the same move every time if you can. That's how I like to approach this stuff. If it's working, I don't change nothing, which is a good idea. Sometimes I'm gonna get 2 of these prepped up because my glue's running pretty slow here. So okay, well, this is the quick part of fret work, in my opinion. The rest of it is the grueling part, all the filing and dressing, and really hard on your hands and your wrists, and it's not fun. I try to use, again, kind of the same process when I do that, just because I know it works, and I don't have to work, you know, it works quicker for me. When you're doing all that hand work and filing by hand, you want to make sure that you're not wasting any moves, because you don't want to do things 2 or 3 times, and it can happen, you know. You can kind of cost yourself work, or create work for yourself. It happens by doing too many things at once, trying to hurry, and I'm guilty of it, trust me. And you kind of learn from your mistakes, that's for sure. So I have a little system that I use to do this after these are all pounded in, and it's still time consuming, but it works for me, so I just try to keep repeating the process. Again, like I said, you don't want to have to pull these in and out of here and try to cut the slots deeper or do this or that on the fly. It's just good to get it in there right the first time, obviously, but you know, if this is your first fret job, this is kind of why I keep sharing these and filming them. You know, hopefully you'll find one of these and it'll help you. I didn't have any instruction on how to do this. I taught myself how to do this pretty much like everything I do. It's just the way it goes. there's no schools around here for this, so I guess I'm the only game in town. At least in my town. Alright, well, that one kind of jumped out on me, but as you can see, it's usually 4 or 5 whacks on each one of them. I start it across one side and just 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 4 or 5 is usually the magic number. That one, I can still see some squeeze out come out around that one, so that one wasn't down. And I keep looking back and forth, side to side, to see if I can see any gap under the fret wire. And it's good, because you may miss one. It happens. And you don't want to glue it in there with it sticking up if you can help it, obviously. So, I got to move a few things here so I can slide the guitar back into the frame. I hope you guys can see. It's a little different angle today. I've got a little camera holster I made that I hooked to the wall, so hopefully it'll keep me out of the shot and keep my hands out of the shot, so you guys can see what I'm doing. If it doesn't, then we won't do it this way again, right folks? Oop, let's drop that one. Okay. Alright. Got plenty of glue. Let's knock these ones home and there. Clean up the glue a little. Okay, now I'm just going to go right back down through these. I'm going to look them all over. See a couple that look a little suspicious. Not bad, but I just want to make sure I get them knocked down here. Couple back here. A little bit right there. Looking pretty good though. I don't worry about these ones too much down on the other end. I usually file some of the last couple frets. File them down, you know, so it has some trail off. Because you can't really play nothing down there anyway. And that one was sticking up a little bit on the end. Again, folks, I'm not trying to ignore you, but I'm just trying to get this done and make sure I don't miss anything. Like I said, I don't want to pull any of these out. I have to start over if I can help it. Okay, those are looking pretty good down here. One there that needs a little love. Okay, I think we can deal with that, and we should be in good shape. So what we're going to do here now is just let this dry. I'll let these sit for probably 24 hours around there. Okay, so a little bit of squeeze out just come out right there on me too. That end was kind of lifted. And again, I'm just knocking these down as I see them. That one just popped up on me. Okay. We're going to call that good. We'll let these all dry. I'll come out tomorrow and clip these off, and we'll be in good shape. Other than that, you know, this isn't the hard part of refrets. It's usually, like I said before, it's the stuff that comes next. All the filing and finishing, you know, crowning and leveling if needed, which you usually do. That's just how it goes. Okay, guys, well, thanks for checking it out, and like and subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate all the support. we'll see you real soon, guys. Thanks again. Be good. Okie doke.